If you're a pickleball player and you're interested in improving your pickleball game, you need to understand pickleball strategy. An effective way of learning pickleball strategy is to study game tape, to do some game breakdowns, and to understand and learn from the best players in the game. In this video, I'm going to break down this particular rally, which is a fantastic rally between four of the best senior pro women players on the circuit today. Let's get into it.
All aboard!
Hello, my name is Tony Roy. I am a senior pro pickleball player as well as a certified master teaching professional. In this video, what I want to do is show you how I break down a rally to help you understand not only what happened in this rally, but also help you understand how to break down a rally yourself so you can keep improving as a pickleball player. When you're studying game tape, one thing you want to do is you want to make sure you're focusing on one side or the other side of the ball at a time. One thing you can do is, in this case, is you can focus on the return side first. So here we've kind of whited out the serve side a little bit, and we can focus on the return side and see what sorts of shots are they hitting on the return side to keep the serve team back, and also what potentially they're doing, such as stepping away from the NVZ line, that's inviting the other team forward to attack. You can do the same thing with the serve team. In this case, what we're doing is we're looking at the serve team here and looking at what kind of shots are they hitting and how is their movement in order to gain the NVZ line on their side. In this case, you'll see some one up, one back, which is not something that we generally recommend at most levels. At this level, it's a little bit easier to do because of the security of the player who's back and hitting the third and fifth shot. But you can see how they move together and the types of shots that they're trying to hit in order to get up to the NVZ line. While you can certainly break this rally down to learn better strategy on the return and serve sides, that is not what caught my eye with this rally and not the reason I wanted to break it down. What jumped out at me when I watched this rally and what I thought would be helpful to share with you is the difference in play that one of these four players evidences during the entire rally. It's really impressive to see the confidence and composure that one of the four players has relative to the other three players. Not to say the other three players aren't relatively composed and doing what they want to do, but there's one player that really stands out in this rally in terms of her composure as the rally goes on. And so what we're going to do here first is we're going to do like they did in Sesame Street when we were younger, where you had the four boxes and you say which box looks different than the rest. So I want you to look at this rally and watch all four players and see if there's a player that stands out to you as being maybe extra calm and extra composed as the rally goes on. From my vantage point, the player who was the most poised during this rally was Cammy McGregor, who I've circled here. What Cammy did so well in this rally was controlling the tempo of the rally. She basically dictated that whenever she got a paddle on the ball, she was going to slow this rally down. The other players seemed to be more ready to speed things up, and Cammy was the one to say, no, I'm not interested in doing that with you. I'm simply going to slow this ball down. And as you can see at the end of the rally, the last shot that Cammy hit, which was missed by the player in the yellow, is the way that a lot of pickleball rallies end. You'll have that slow ball that kind of creeps over the net and you're not really sure exactly how to approach it, a lot of times resulting in an error. And what I really liked about Cammy's approach here was that she implemented a tremendous soft game technique. And what she did with it is she controlled the tempo, ultimately winning the rally. Now that we've narrowed it down and we know we want to focus on Cammy McGregor, what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in on her play. And what we're going to look at here is what is Cammy doing specifically that is so effective in this rally. If you are currently working on understanding the pickleball strategy better, what we call the strategic pillar of pickleball, I invite you to join our free 3-part mini-series. We're sharing with you 3 powerful concepts that will help transform your game. I'll link below to the free registration. Join us in the miniseries. One of the great things about the soft game, and we've been writing a lot about this, and our podcast has been filled with episodes regarding the soft game, is not just how effective it is as a technique. We contend that the soft game is always the right answer. You can use the soft game pretty much whenever you want. And it's never really going to be the wrong answer. There may be other strategies you can use, a little more aggression and things like that, but the soft game is generally going to be the right answer, especially in a situation like this where you're under attack and you're trying to slow things down and control the tempo. In addition to being a great all-around strategy, one of the benefits of the soft game is that it is available to all players. I don't care if you're a 2.5, a 3.5, or a 4.5. The soft game is available to you. What we're going to do now is we're going to break down Cammie McGregor's mechanics as she implements a soft game. And what I want you to think about as you watch what she's doing here is, are those shots that you can hit in your game? We're going to zoom the camera in a little more into Cammie and her strokes so we can clearly see the mechanics that she's using in her shots. What you're going to notice is that she's always ready. Her paddle is always ready before every shot. You're going to notice that she takes very little backswing. She basically puts the paddle in the position she wants to intercept the ball with it, out in front of her body, focus on what's going on, the ball coming in, and makes contact with the ball with very little movement with her paddle. Those are the keys to the successful block volleys and resets that Cammie is executing as she's out there. And if you think about it this way, the reset and the block volley is the same thing. The block volley is the shot. Resetting the ball is what happens when you do a block volley. So what you'll see here is that every time that Cammie hits these balls, they're gently going over the net. They're usually unattackable, which is exactly what she's trying to accomplish. The key that you need to focus on here is the mechanics. You need to look at Cammie's mechanics and determine, are these the kind of mechanics that I can also implement in my game? Speaking of mechanics, which we call the mechanical pillar of pickleball, which is the how-to, so it's how you hit the ball. During our mini-series that I mentioned earlier, our three-part mini-series, we're going to be covering the pop-up, and we're going to be discussing the mechanical problems that may be causing you to pop the ball up. The three-part mini-series is completely free. You just need to register below to get your ticket. Next time you're playing, try and implement some of these soft game strategies that you saw Cammie McGregor execute in this rally. And as you continue to improve as a pickleball player, make sure you're spending some time studying the strategies of pickleball. And if we can ever help you at We Are Pickleball, please feel free to join us at wearepickleball.com. Good luck out there.